How you guys doing today? I got a haul video here for you guys. Let's get into it. Let's start. I went to a comic book shop because there's something I'm looking for. I'm not going to say what it was just in case I find it at a later date and I can show it off. But went into there to look for it. They did not have it, but what they did have is Doctor Who issue number 4, which I forgot came out because my stores never stocked it. So I had all the other issues, and this is, I believe, the last one. So now I got that. That's sweet. And randomly, this was just sitting on the shelf, and I think they must have just put this out like either today or yesterday or something, because this would not still be sitting on the shelf. I apologize, I'm moving to turn on the light so you can see it. But look at that. I don't know whether you can see it, but this is a limited edition glow chase of Goku with wings. I'm not sure if I want to open this yet, so I'm not going to. I just want to show that I got it. And it was like $15. That's pretty much regular price for Funko Pops nowadays. You know, I used to get them like $10, but now it's $15. So about regular price for a limited edition glow chase of Dragon Ball. And I've actually been in a really big Dragon Ball mood, because what I saw is Dragon Ball Daima last month in the theaters, like the first 2 episodes. It was a really great fan event, had a great time. It makes me want to watch the rest of that series, but I'm not sure where the English dub is releasing, and I don't really want to pay for another streaming service to watch it. So I'm kind of just waiting for that show to finish airing, then do a Blu-ray release of the season, and then I'll pick it up and finish watching the season, even though it's not the most ideal way to watch it. The other thing I grabbed was, I mentioned before, I'm grabbing all the Dogman movies for, books for the Dogman movie coming out next month. I grabbed the 13th book, which, man, there's 13 of these things, crazy. I'm sure there's another one coming out next year. It's like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. They put a new one out every year. Dogman Big Jim Begins, which, interesting that this character, Big Jim, is on the cover, because I'm reading the first Dogman book. And he's like a wimpy side character, so it's kind of interesting he got promoted to main character of this book. So I don't know, but then again, I'm reading book 1 of 13, so a lot can change. I grabbed this one because it was on sale. It dropped in price, and this was my one wish list item. I just decided to go for it. I think this just came out too. White Christmas on 4K. I've never seen this movie. This is like a Miracle on 34th Street, where I'd never really seen that movie before till I think last year. And I decided to change that. And so White Christmas, I did the same. This year I'm going to watch that. And I love this cover, by the way. What a gorgeous cover. I think I had this on Blu-ray. I never watched it. I'm not sure why I didn't. But this year I will make time. I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies lately. I did watch all the Office Christmas specials, and I've been watching some Rankin Bass ones, because I got that 18 holiday classic set, the Blu-ray set. There's 18 specials in it. I'm watching all 18 of those day by day, so I can kind of have a new one every day until Christmas. And today I watched Rudolph, which, over the years I've always had the opinion it doesn't really hold up. But this year I kind of had a different perspective. I think it really did hold up better than I remember. Maybe I've just been in the wrong mood when I've been watching it. I also think just when you get older, you get cynical, and there's times where it's just hard for you to enjoy things. So I don't know. But yeah, next thing I grabbed here. Pre-ordered this one. Cause I'll be honest with you guys, I pre-order every Disney movie now. And the reason why is because they don't drop in price. Like, majority of other things I buy will drop in price at some point. Some things I'm not sure. Like, a lot of Scream Factory titles, Shout Factory titles, ain't going to drop in price. Some of them will, some of them won't. Paramount titles usually will. Warner Brothers titles usually will. A lot of boutique stuff doesn't drop. But the only major studio I know is never going to drop is Disney. So I bought Alien Romulus day 1. And I noticed that what I talked about with the Deadpool thing is like the steelbook looked nice. I thought about getting the steelbook, and I told myself no, because the corporate price gouging with that shit it's just disgusting. I find it utterly offensive that Disney is charging this much for steelbooks and people are paying it for it. So I didn't go for the steelbook. It sold out. I'm not going to do the VHS thing either. I think that's a little bit silly. I don't know why people are buying a VHS. I guess if you had nostalgia for watching the Alien movies on VHS, that's kind of cool, but I think it's just you're paying $50 for that. That's ridiculous. Maybe if it was 30, I could understand it. But I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you got this beautiful slip cover. I really like this movie in the theater. I actually bought the Alien popcorn. I think it actually, you can see it up top here. I'm trying to point to it. There you go. Right next to my Godzilla. You can also see my Gladiator and If popcorn buckets. So I actually have the other one over here. I did a video on those. You can check that out. But this is one I picked up. I don't know if I'm going to watch this anytime soon, just because I just saw this in the theater literally 3 months ago. Or I guess, yeah, it would have been 3 months ago. So I'm not like in a rush, but I did really like this one, and I'm down to rewatch it at some point. It's a good Alien movie, even though I know some people really are not into it. Let's see what it's got for special features. Return to horror, crafting Alien Romulus, 4-part look. The director's vision, creating the story. Ooh, these are really cool special features. Casting the faces, constructing the world, inside the Xenomorph showdown, Alien, a conversation, extended and alternative scenes. So this is a pretty damn cool edition of Alien here. If you really love this movie, pretty cool. I noticed that Disney's actually been getting better at special features. Disney used to be really good at special features, but in recent years they just got worse and worse at it. And then you get this, and then the Planet of the Apes and all these movies. I noticed it's the Fox ones specifically that have the loaded special features, but I even noticed more special features than normal for Deadpool and some other ones. So, which I guess is still Fox, right? Because even right here it's got the little Fox logo, but still interesting to note there. I do really like this movie. And then finally, the last thing I pre-ordered, which I think I'll watch this tomorrow. I'm really excited to watch this. I'm tempted to do it right now, but one thing I tried to do. Hi, Tito. Did you have something to say about what we're talking about? Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. I just wanted to show you. Look. Say hi to the people. Okay. Thank you. I really like part 1 of this, and I'm really sorry. My dog threw me off. I'm trying to get my mind back on track. Anyways, I really like part 1 of this, but I'm trying to watch it right now. I don't really want to do that because one thing I try to do with videos is I try to watch one thing a day per video. Sometimes it's multiple things just because how much stuff releases on streaming. Like, I think there was one day I had to watch 3 movies in a row, and it's just exhausting. So I try to watch one thing for a video a day. So today I watched an episode of a TV show that I'm going to record a review for right after this. I'm not going to record a video just yet, but I do really want to. So that is Watchmen Chapter 2. Of course, I got Watchmen Chapter 1, and they look really nice together on the shelf. Basically, if you don't know, Watchmen is a graphic novel from DC. It's like an alternative history. It's a deconstruction of comic books. It's really good. And when they adapted this into a DC animated movie, it's too long to do as a single movie, they thought. So they adapted it into 2. And part 1 released at the end of August, and part 2 is now releasing in December. I think they waited too long, personally. I think this should have been a November release, or even October. 2 months between, but I get it. These are really cool. These have the exact same special features almost but they do really flow really well as companion pieces together. I haven't seen part 2, like I said, but I am really excited to get into these because I loved part 1 more than I thought I would. I actually was been review Watchmen stuff. I reviewed the comic, the movie, and I reviewed the show, and now I'm going to talk about part 2. And I did do part 1, of course, on my main channel. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.